everyone today. It's a very exciting day as we welcome 5 paramedics to the EMS Bureau. We're going to kick it off with the Pledge of Allegiance, so if everyone could stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. To start off today's ceremony, we're going to bring up EMS Chief Robert Farrow.
Good afternoon. Seems we're doing this on a regular basis. I know we were just on here last week for combined promotional ceremony, and now we got one just for the 5 paramedics we're going to be swearing in today. So thanks everyone for attending. We did this back in November last year. It was the coldest day of the year. Now we're doing this on one of the warmest days of the year. I think we're going to set a record today and certainly tomorrow. So I think we get this warm weather by having outdoor hockey games. I know we have the one coming up this weekend, and they're a little worried about the temperature. And a few years ago, we had one New Year's Day, and it was an unusually warm day, and it rains. So if we can talk the Penguins into scheduling all their games outdoors, we may not have a winter in Pittsburgh, so that'd be a great thing. Just quickly, I'm going to introduce a couple of my senior staff members. I got Deputy Chief Ron Romano, who's here today, and recently promoted Assistant Chief Amir Gilchrist. So thank them for attending, and thank them for everything they do for me. I like to talk a lot. I know there's not a lot of family members here today, but for those of you that are here, I always put a shout out to you for being there for your husband or wife. It's a big thing. I know throughout the years, I've been here 41 years, and it's nice to go home and be able to have a sympathetic ear, tell them about the good things, but more importantly, discuss some of the things that don't go wrong, do go wrong in the course of your career. So family support's very important. For all of us that do this on a daily basis, it's something that keeps us grounded, and it's very helpful. So for all the family members, thank you for supporting your loved ones, and keep an eye on them. It's important that you participate in their life and their job also. It's very helpful. Paramedic profession, public safety in general, is very stressful. It can be rewarding, but there's a lot of things that, it's certainly not a routine job. It's not 9 to 5. It's demanding both physically and mentally, especially in EMS. We're somewhere between a nurse and a doctor in training on what we do out in the field. It's amazing how it's evolved over the years. When I first started, we gave 4 medications and had a kind of a heart monitor that did like maybe 2 leads and eventually 3 leads. Now we do 12 leads, and we're doing advanced airway. We're giving 15, 20 different medications that we keep on, in stock. So the profession's evolved. I'm just going to reflect back when I first started. You became a paramedic after spending about 2 weeks on evening classes at, for my case, Old Columbia Hospital, and you were a paramedic. Now it's pretty much an associate degree level education. So it's really evolved over the years, and it's something that's going to continue to evolve. And as Pittsburgh EMS, we've been blessed with having the support of the City of Pittsburgh administration throughout the years, and to keep Pittsburgh EMS one of the top services nationally. And we're not just saying that because we're here and we're Pittsburgh EMS, but you travel outside the city and talk to anybody, and they realize that. And you hear that coming from a lot of different sources. So it's important that we stay on top of our game and improve as much as we can. This is the 4th swearing-in ceremony over the past year, and what that really indicates is we're having a fairly good turnover for whatever reason. A lot of it's due to recent retirements. Honestly, some of it's due to retention issues. We lose a lot of paramedics to other cities. They go to other places, find other professions, kind of move up into nursing or physician assistants and so forth. So it's a challenge for us, but it's something that it's national, it's just not local, and we dedicated ourselves most recently in forming a committee to do recruitment and figure out what we need to retain current employees. So something we're going to be working on over the next several years. Today we're here to swear in 5 paramedics. believe they started their career back on July 5th with Pittsburgh EMS, worked through their probation period, which ended a short time ago, and obviously did it successfully. So congratulations and welcome to Pittsburgh EMS, and I hope you have a long career here. That's what we're looking for. So there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to working here. Paramedic, you can be promoted to crew chief. There's also the ability to move up into the district chief ranks and administration, and that opportunity is enhanced just due to the fact of retirements. I know when I first came on, there was 41 of us started at the same time, and it seemed like for 15 years there was no real advancement in EMS. So that ship has sailed, and there's plenty of opportunities, and I hope you avail yourself to that and stay here and make it a career. I don't want to lose you to anybody else. So if you're ever thinking the grass is always greener, a lot of times it isn't. A lot of our people leave, and we had one recently left, and he was back within a week. So if you're considering moving on somewhere else and think you got a better deal, just talk to me first and let me see what I can do, and I can maybe educate you on some of the things that don't go right when you do that. But I just hope all of you, stay here as long as you can and provide us with a career that will be beneficial to both us and yourselves. I think it's important to remember what we do every day. We take a lot of what we do for granted, especially in EMS. Certainly not a routine job. Very stressful, like I said before, and requires you to be thinking all the time. You just can't lapse. If you lapse, something usually doesn't go right, or and so forth. So we got to be cognizant of everything we do. We need to try to think in advance. You're always forward thinking here, because it's not what you're seeing at the moment, it's what might happen 5 minutes later, 20 minutes later. That's what you got to really consider in this profession, is how to prevent bad things from happening. And that's kind of what makes a difference. Saving someone's life, people ask me over the years, how many lives have you saved? And you just really can't answer that, because you don't know for sure. I mean, the ones you do save, the cardiac arrest, you get there first, you defibrillate them, they come back, and they have a great outcome, that's good. But just the basic things, the serious airway issues, using some advanced airway techniques and that, you're saving lives. The opiate epidemic, we feel that, we're out there saving lives just by getting there quickly and giving Narcan, and that's important. But so when you think about that, I don't know what's more important than saving a life. How many other professions can they say, what do you do on a daily basis, and how's it going, and what great things do you do? And not too many people say they save lives every day or frequently. So keep that in mind. Don't underestimate what you do, and be proud and so forth of just how you impact the community on a daily basis. It's really important. Like I said before, I wish you all a long, prosperous career in EMS, especially. Hopefully you stay in Pittsburgh. And just thank you for your dedicated service, not only for the 5 we're swearing in today, but for the other medics and public safety personnel here today. It's very important that we perform, the 3 bureaus plus animal control. I know the director always wants to mention that because they're up and coming here, but we have to work together, police, fire, and EMS, and we're part of a team, and it's very important that down the road we can, continue to do that. And we've had a great opportunity here with the new public safety director to really enhance that effort and move things forward. In closing, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each of you again and remind you to set your goals high, and with hard work and devotion, you'll be rewarded. You might have to put your time in. It may not happen this year, next year, but certainly down the road, you're going to have some great opportunities to advance in the service and help make Pittsburgh EMS a better place to work, and continue our reputation as being one of the top services in the country. And thank you again for everything you do. This time I'd like to introduce Public Safety Director Wendell Hisrich. I have a few comments, and Wendell, he'll explain to you, but for those of you who don't know, he was a Pittsburgh paramedic quite a few years ago, and I actually supervised him, and now he's supervising me, and it's payback time, but it's okay, it's good. So, Wendell.
Thank you, Chief. I think that I've heard more from Chief Farrow in the last 10 minutes than I heard during the entire 5 years I worked for him. But he was one of the best supervisors I have. No offense, Ron. I know that you gave me some advice, but Chief Farrow. I was a paramedic 85 to 90, and call volume back then, about 45,000 calls and about a staff of about 175 personnel. There was an EMT program back then, and as times changed 25 years later, the call volume last year, I believe, was up to 62,000, and with the help and the support of the mayor, we need to bring the EMTs back only because there's not enough paramedics out there. The mayor was very supportive in increasing the pay for the paramedics from first year to second year to hopefully entice more of a recruitment. Back in the old days, when, as Chief Farrow mentioned, the paramedic class was only 120 hours and EMT was basically 80 hours. There was only really 2 or 3 professional services here in Western Pennsylvania. Now there's very few volunteer services left. I think Ingram is the only one left as far as EMS in Allegheny County totally volunteer. So I want to thank each of the paramedics for choosing to come to Pittsburgh and work for Pittsburgh. As Chief Farrow mentioned, there is a lot of opportunities here. We are one of the few EMS services that still do rescue, and through the integrated response here, which was one of my goals, active shooter, hazmat, of course that's been ongoing, but Swiftwater, it's going to be an integrated response that, as well as river rescue, that you have a lot of opportunities in your career. Especially if you enjoy scuba diving or if you enjoy doing the rescue, rappelling, etc. Once again, through the help of the mayor, we're receiving an influx this year of new equipment. We're going to receive 6 new ambulances, several new Suburbans, 2 new rescue trucks, and of course the EMT program. But it has been an rewarding year to be able to help build a system to meet the needs. Hopefully, down the road, the case will be that we'll be able to handle all the calls and the mutual aid services will cease to come into Pittsburgh only on a rare time. So we are trying to make life a little bit easier for the EMTs and paramedics here. The firefighters are picking up some of the less urgent calls, the lift assists, the CO alarms without any type of symptoms. So we're trying to make your life a little bit easier, and we're also trying to alleviate being forced, because I know back when I was a medic, if you were forced once or twice a quarter, that was a lot. Now, when I came here, being forced, you could be forced 2 or 3 times during a week, and that doesn't go well for family life. So good luck, congratulations, look forward to seeing you out there. I still try to go out and see what's going on. About once a week, I'm usually on a call. So, and it's not to get in your way, it's just to assist you. So good luck, congratulations, and now I'd like to introduce the Honorable Mayor William Peduto.
Thank you, Director. Soon-to-be medics, congratulations. And on behalf of the people of the city of Pittsburgh, thank you. Thank you for the service that you will be providing. You'll be seeing people at their worst moment of life. You'll be with families at the scariest time of their lives, and you'll be providing them with assurance that things can be better. It's a calling, not a job, and I very much appreciate you deciding to do this in the city of Pittsburgh. With your class today, and with the 18 recruits that will be coming in for the EMT program, Pittsburgh EMS will have the most personnel since 2003. And that will help to alleviate a lot of the forced overtime. But unfortunately, there will be times that you'll be called in. There will be holidays that you will miss. There will be events that you won't be able to be at. And for that, I thank you in advance. And I also want to thank your family for understanding and sharing you with us. So with that, let us now begin the oath of office. I'm going to call each of you up individually. If you'll come right up here and you'll see a bronze, I don't even know what that is. You'll see it. You'll know what it is. To stand there, and then we'll begin the oath. So with that, if we could begin. Gabriel Diamond. You can raise your right arm and state after me. I, Gabriel Diamond,
I, Gabriel Diamond,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
and obey all orders
and obey all orders
issued by my superiors
issued by my superiors
and all the rules and regulations
and all the rules and regulations
pertaining to and governing
pertaining to and governing
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
Department of Public Safety,
Department of Public Safety,
and that as a medic,
and that as a medic,
I will well and faithfully discharge
I will well and faithfully discharge
and perform all the duties of my office
and perform all the duties of my office
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations, medic.
Thank you.
John McCurry. You can please raise your right arm. State after me. I, John McCurry,
I, John McCurry,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of
the
Pennsylvania,
Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
and obey all orders
and obey all orders
issued by my superiors
issued by my superiors
and all the rules and regulations
and all the rules and regulations
pertaining to and governing
pertaining to and governing
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
Department of Public Safety,
Department of Public Safety,
and that as a medic,
and that as a medic,
I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will willfully discharge
and perform all the duties of my office
and perform all duties of my office
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations, medic. Okay. Kevin Mitch. You can raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Kevin Mitch,
I, Kevin Mitch,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania, the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
and obey all orders
and obey all orders
issued by my superiors
issued by my superiors
and all the rules and regulations
and all the rules and regulations
pertaining to and governing
pertaining to and governing
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
Department of Public Safety,
Department of Public Safety,
and that as a medic,
and that as a medic,
I will well and faithfully discharge
I will well and faithfully discharge
and perform all the duties of my office
and perform all the duties of my office
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations, medic. Benjamin Peven. You can raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Benjamin Peven,
I, Benjamin Peven,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
and obey all orders
and obey all orders
issued by my superiors
issued by my superiors
and all the rules and regulations
and all the rules and regulations
pertaining to and governing
pertaining to and governing
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
Department of Public Safety,
Department of Public Safety,
and that as a medic,
and that as medic,
I will well and faithfully discharge
will well and faithfully discharge
and perform all the duties of my office
and perform all the duties of my office
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations, medic.
Thank you.
Kristen Rogers. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Kristen Rogers, do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh, and obey all orders issued by my superiors pertaining to and governing the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services, Department of Public Safety, and that as a medic, I will well and faithfully discharge. Will well and faithfully and perform all the duties of my office according to the best of my knowledge and ability. Congratulations, medic.
That concludes our ceremony for this afternoon. Once again, thank you, good luck, and stay safe. Thank you.